The story begins with the whisper, a rumor maybe, circulating through Gaza's bombed neighborhoods. There is a way out, but it cost about $2,000 per person. Now, for many, it sounded impossible. For some, it sounded like the only chance left to survive. And then, last week, 130 Palestinians all of a sudden appeared in Johannesburg, South Africa, stepping off a quiet chartered flight with no exit stamps, no return plans, and a cloud of controversies following them. Hello and welcome to TimesXP. I am Yatri, and two Palestinians told Reuters that they were part of this mysterious group. They were busted out of Gaza, then through Kerem Shalom, crossing escort to Ramenan Airport in Israel, and then flown to South Africa with a stopover in Nairobi. But South Africa, they did not accept them. And now the government says something that feels very, very wrong. South Africa, they sound the alarm. They say that this looks more like a forced displacement. South Africa's foreign minister, Mr. Ronald Lamola, he made a dramatic statement. He said that the flight looked suspicious, almost like part of a bigger plan to quietly remove Palestinians from their own land. Well, his words were sharp. This appears to be an agenda to take Palestinians out of Palestine. South Africa, which has long supported Palestinian rights, is now investigating. In the meantime, Israel has rejected all the allegations of an agenda. A spokesperson said that Prime Minister Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu believes that Palestinians who want to leave Gaza should be allowed to go and should be allowed to return if they choose to. But Israel does not explain how the specific group ended up in South Africa or who arranged this particular flight. In the meantime, COGAT, basically the Israeli authority that handles Gaza's civilian movement, actually said that the group had a third country willing to receive them. They had visas, they had authorization to land in South Africa. But South Africa says that the approval never existed. The permits were missing, the arrival looked irregular. The investigation is now at full speed. Let's talk about the mysterious organization behind the escape route now. Both Palestinians said that they found an online ad. The group offering the escape was called Al-Majd Europe. That's right, that's the name of the group. Families only, passport required, $2,000 per seat. In fact, they applied 6 months ago. Then one day, a message popped up on WhatsApp, your security clearance is approved, and within days, they were on buses heading out of Gaza. Let me tell you the tale of one passenger. One of the passengers, Ramzi Abu Yusuf, 42, spoke from Johannesburg. His voice broke as he shared his story. He said that I am diseased. I needed the treatment, and 2 of my daughters were killed in an airstrike in 2024. My home was destroyed. How long was I supposed to wait now? He left with his wife and 3 surviving children. Now, for him, the flight wasn't escape, it was a survival. Then the plane landed. South African borders officials, they were stunned. In fact, the passengers, they had no exit stamps, no return tickets, no accommodation plan. Some had 90-day visa, others, they relied on support from Johannesburg's Muslim community. 23 passengers continued to other countries. The rest, they are trying to rebuild their lives with nothing but just a suitcase. Well, the story is more than just a flight. This is a warning, perhaps a signal, a deep, painful question. Are Palestinians being quietly pushed out of Gaza, one plane at a time? And who is this organization? Israel, private groups, foreign governments, human smugglers, humanitarian worker? Nobody has a clear answer yet, but the investigation has begun and the world is watching.